Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web, and the grace and to his young brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful Lord when it is edified.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
And as you see at the bottom of the screen, it says July 8th, 2022. And that was exactly 4 years ago in a few days, 4 years and 11 days or something like that, when this video came out, and he was warning of cyber attacks. And we know the left hand side got their own so-called prophets, and they prophesying on the left hand side on what they want to come to pass, the chaos that they want to come to pass to bring in as you see, great global reset, or they the great reset, the fourth industrial revolution, merging man with machine, these things that's going to lead to this um what they call it, technocracy, so to speak, the new world order, and totalitarianism, uh, communism, whatever you want to call it, a very oppressive rule that they want to bring in the earth, where you have no freedoms. You ain't gonna be just doing what you want to do. You know, it's gonna be like movies and shit that you be watching, where they got everybody controlled, everybody moving around like zombies and all bugged out. They futuristic movies. That's what these people see in the near future, in the times that we living in, man. You know, and you see that and what's going on today.
Major breaking news. Friday, July 19th, there has been a major global IT outage which has grounded almost all planes worldwide. Delta, United, and American airline flights have all been grounded across the world. Poland's largest container terminal is completely shut down, and that port is one of their largest ports. BBC Network in the UK has also been completely shut down. At the airports, all the electric terminals are completely shut down. You cannot check in, check bags, do anything at all. The entire state of Alaska cannot call 911 or contact emergency services. Also, the rails in the UK are completely shut down and experiencing extreme delays. Multiple hospitals inside of Germany have been completely shut down. Microsoft says it's taking mitigation action, but the cause of the outage has not been confirmed. Y'all, if this is a cyber attack, this is going to be one of the biggest cyber attacks ever to go down.
And that's what they're saying, that this is going to be one of the biggest cyber attacks to ever go down. And this on Fox News down here where we at on Facebook. It's a global tech outages caused by software update. Up, it's saying that it's an update disrupt air travel, health care, and shipping. So now they saying that, you know how ESO gonna try to cover it up and make like it's not what it is. It's a global technology outage caused by a faulty software update. Grounds flights, knock media outlets offline, and disrupt hospitals, small businesses, and government offices on Friday, highlighting the fragility of the digitalized world dependent on just a handful of providers. The trouble with the update issues issued by cybersecurity firm CloudStrike affected customers running Microsoft Windows. It and why Microsoft Windows. That's the gates, of hell created. It was not the result of hacking or a cyber attack, according to CloudStrike, which apologized and said a fix was on the way. But hours later, the disruption continued for many companies, and they scrambled to deal with the fallout. So people can't even, like, they got flights grounded all over the world because of this. You know, hey man, and we just heard Klaus Schwab, that was from 4 years ago, saying that it's gonna be cyber attack, and we've been saying these things. This is that chaos, order of chaos. They want to bring chaos to the earth. This is one of their plans, to bring chaos to the earth and depopulate the earth. And out of that chaos and that depopulation, they want to implement the CHI to the P. That's the order that they gonna come with. Everybody take this. We gonna get you Goyim under control. We're gonna bring normalcy back. You know, because really everybody, not everybody, but most people in these first world countries are, they live a decadent, more decadent type style lifestyle. So when all hell break loose, all this stuff go down, they gonna be begging for normalcy. They gonna be begging for convenience, you know, and they gonna present you that sea hill, the hour temptation, because the Lord is gonna use Esau to punish the world, and the Lord is gonna come back and be the one to take Esau down, the so-called white man, the so-called elite banking families who rule in the earth behind the scenes. China, Xi Jinping ain't ruling shit. Russia ain't ruling shit. Iran, they ain't doing shit. Everybody marching. Everything that's happening in the world, if it's not the Lord doing it, it's these elites doing it. You know, these elites are doing a lot of different cunning, crafty things behind the scenes, man. If a major cyber attack come, you think the elites gonna be affected? Hell no, they not gonna be affected, man. Cause they causing it. They the ones doing it. You know, they probably got their own private hackers. They probably the ones funding the hackers and doing these different things, telling people to do this, and we're gonna give you such and such amount of money. This points for you going into the NWO. You'll be on a higher rank. We'll spare you. You'll be one of the 500 million bringing. That's what they said on the Georgia Guidestone. A perfect balance with humanity. Reduced population to 500 million. A perfect balance with nature. Nigga, who are you? You're not the Most High. The Lord say, "Be fruitful and multiply." That's why these devils, the Lord gonna come. He gonna use them to punish the world, and he gonna come and fuck them up, man. Cause they gonna be the first fruits of slavery. Yeah, and that's pretty much the point. All these different hospitals, TV, different banks and stuff, they having problems. Airports, you know, around the world. So let's get some precepts. This is the book of Habakkuk. I get this. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. It reads, "The vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And we living in the time of the vision not tarrying, man. The day and age we living in, this is that time where the vision is not gonna tarry. Things are happening fast. This is the book of Second Exodus, because that's what I was gonna name this lesson. Birth pains. We are in the birth pains. The second Exodus chapter 16 and verse 37. It reads, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the ninth month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. which pains when the child coming forth, they slacken out a moment, yeah, because they intensify. In them 2 or 3 hours before that baby come, the pains get worse, worse, and they get more. Um, they pick up the pace. They come quicker. Yeah, at the beginning of that 3 hours, a woman may be contracting once every, uh, uh, at the beginning of the labor, beginning to dilate. It probably be once every couple hours. Then once it get close to like that, within 2 to 3 hours, it's gonna be the contraction come every 10 minutes. It probably be like every 15 minutes that first hour. Then the second hour might be every 10 minutes. Then the third hour right before the baby come, the contractions coming back to back, hitting like every 5 minutes, every couple minutes, hitting with them contractions because that baby is getting ready to be born. And that's the times we in of this destruction of this place, man. We in the birth pains of this place. It say, even so, verse 39, even so shall the plagues shall the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's the times we living in. We living in the time where sorrows is coming upon the world on every side. Now, it ain't no sorrows for us. We ain't sorrowful for a goddamn thing, man. We are the Israelites. We are the Lord chosen people. And we telling you that the Lord is getting ready to come back and judge this place, man. This is the indignation of the Lord that's getting ready to come upon the earth. Jacob trouble, indignation of the Lord against 2/3 of his people in America. Jacob trouble is the indignation of the Lord's people. I mean, the Jacob trouble is the Lord's indignation upon his people that didn't want to repent. 2/3 of you Americans, I mean, 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will be destroyed in America. Then around the earth ain't no telling how many Israelites gonna be dying, because it's not only gonna be chaos in America, it's gonna be going down all over the earth. People gonna be starving everywhere. It's just gonna be the worst in America. And it's gonna lead America to total annihilation through thermonuclear destruction. War is gonna be all over the earth. World War III. Behold, the second war come. Behold, the second war come, and the third. Behold, the second war and the third war coming quickly. Roughly paraphrasing Revelation 11, verse 40. It say, "Oh my people, hear my word," and that's what we out here warning our people. Hear the word of the Lord. Prepare yourself. Soak up this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, so when it happens, you're not lost. You know, you're not running around a chicken with his head cut off, man. You have a vision. Without vision, the people perish. You have a end goal that you fighting for, and that's salvation. That's righteousness. That's the Lord coming back and changing us, making us perfect, making us redeeming us back, delivering us up out of this captivity, man. That's the end goal for us, man. So there ain't no sorrows coming upon us as far as we mourning and weeping because this system is going out. Yeah, we gonna catch here. It ain't over with for us. But hey, we ain't gonna, we finna catch here because we are a part of this system as well. We grew up in America, so when we lose all, we gonna be uncomfortable too. Is what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, it's gonna be great tribulation that's gonna come upon everybody, man. But we gonna be comforted in these things. Nobody else, everybody else outside of this truth, they're not gonna be comforted, man. That's why they're gonna be so quick to run and let them inject that subdermal device within them, within their hand, within their forehead. You know, they're gonna be willing to be branded like cattle, all to be a part of this NWO, seeking after comfort, seeking their old life, where things were good, where they can go to the game, watch, you know, go to the mall, buy clothes, go to work every day, and come back home, watch the fucking TVs and shit, play on their phone. That's what they gonna be seeking after, but that's never coming back, man. Once it go down, you know, this way is going out. The way that we live right now is going out the window, man. This is it. This over with for this. They getting ready to bring in a whole new way. You niggas ain't gonna be on the corner beefing, talking about no man, gang banging and shit. No, they finna get ready to eliminate majority of you people, man. Especially here in America, you and your children are getting ready to be eliminated, and they want to depopulate the whole earth, not just here in America, but you Americans, you're gonna be totally destroyed. Why? Because of your pride and because of wickedness. And the Lord, out of all the people on the earth, the Lord hate Americans the most. The Lord hate these Americans. You almost proud, man. The Lord hate pride, man. Pride going before destruction. That kind of pride that these people have. Pride going before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall, man. But like it say, oh my people, second Ezra 16:40, it say, oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those days be even as pilgrims on earth. And what is pilgrims known for? Is migrating, moving around. You ain't got no certain dwelling place when you're a pilgrim. You 1 minute for a moment, the next minute you travel. You one spot for a moment, next minute you on the move. Verse 40 it say, he that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So be ready to lose everything, man. You know? And he that soweth as one that shall not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. Prepping and thinking that you gonna be able to go back to your house when it go down, or you gonna be good, you gonna bug out to this location. Man, you don't know where you gonna be, you don't know how it gonna turn out. And it's finna get real crazy out here, man. You know, it's finna be real. And we, you know, hey, we with it. You know, hey, Esau, do your thing, buddy. But Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna upset your program, man. Yeah, that's the point I'm at. Let me go get that precept. This the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. It say, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And straits, that straits is a path of difficulty. Every hand of the wicked, which that word, if I ain't mistaken, going to Imal, going into labor, shall come upon him. Verse 23, it say, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it down upon him while he is eating. Yeah, and the Lord get ready to take these devils out. You know, and it's going into the thermonuclear missile, man. You know, because even if Esau don't want to use these missiles, the Lord finna make this nigga use them missiles, man. Whether he like it or not, and they gonna be headed straight here toward Babylon Great, man. The Lord's spirit is gonna be within those missiles, you know, and it's gonna burn you people up, literally. They say he shall flee from the iron whipping, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yeah, and the Lord getting ready to destroy your system with the missiles that you created, and He gonna implement His new world order up underneath Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, the righteousness, and why Yahshua, man. That's the new world order that's coming. That's the great reset to the earth. You saw this whole system going down. Literally, ain't gonna be no chip, nothing. No, this whole shit finna uh, get taken out, man. By Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai. The Lord finna conquer all you nations, man. And all you nations getting ready to go into captivity, man. If you're not an Israelite, you finna go into captivity. And if you're an Israelite and you don't repent, you're gonna die, man. And if you're an Israelite that don't die in this turmoil, we come back down and you still refuse to repent, hearken, and believe, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You're gonna be brought before the Lord and take and eliminated, man. And you'll be back soon because we gonna be reproduced. It's gonna go down in the kingdom, man. Lord gonna say again, be fruitful and multiply. And that's what we gonna do. And all you heathens, y'all gonna be being fruitful and multiplying too, because we gonna need slaves, man. This the book of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. Redeeming the times because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Yep. So focus on spiritual things, prophecies, you know, uh, things that are of importance, character building things of that nature, and not worried about the wine of this world that'll have you drunk, be carried away with the affairs of this life, man. Fuck this place, man. This place over with. Get your daily bread till you can't get it no more. And just focus on your how about Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what the Lord is telling us, you know, because we are in some evil times. And Esau is getting ready to come down upon the world having great wrath because he knoweth that he have but a short time. That's the book of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. We are living in a time, dang, we living in a time, a day like no other. This is the book of Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time Michael shall stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as was never was since there was a nation, even to this time, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that is found written in the book. Let me reread that. It's saying, at that time Michael shall stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's the time we live in. The end. That's that time of tribulation like never was since there was a nation. The second death. The Lord point the day of the Lord. These are the times we in. It ain't gonna be pretty at all, man. It's gonna be a very terrifying. Hey, the Lord finna show his power. The Lord finna show his anger upon the wickedness of the earth, man. Show that he is displeased with this place. And everybody is finna know why these things are happening. Everybody gonna reverence after this. Everybody in the earth will reverence Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the power of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and also our people been scattered amongst all nations. And you know how Jake get down, man. You put Jake on the island with 20 women from other nations. It don't matter what nation. And when you come back, it's gonna be all kind of. You leave for what? Let's be simple. You leave for 10 years. You gonna come back to 10 women, all different nations on the island. Or anyway, you just put Jake in the midst of these other nations for a time, nothing but men. Jake gonna be dealing with those women, man. Those women gonna find Jake highly attractive, and they gonna want to get with Jake and have their babies, man. That's what happened when we get mingled amongst the other nations. Jacob bug out at the same time and go to following after the ways of the nations that they get scattered amongst. But they see they come out those women are still Israelites, you know. And when they come out, they not gonna look just like they daddy. They gonna come out and they gonna have they gonna look somewhat like their mama. And then when those kids grow up, they gonna go deal with that same nation for the most part. And that's that Hebrew Israelite look is gonna slowly dwindle away after the second or third baby, and then that you're gonna look just like the other nations. So that's what happened over time, time and time again. So our people are scattered amongst all these nations, and the Lord say He's gonna gather us from the four winds of the earth, and out of all the nations where He has driven us, man. And that's the time we in. We in the time of the end. You got cyber attacks. They saying it ain't a cyber attack. Whatever it is, it's still heavy. You know, it's still a heavy thing going to show that, and that's why Apostle say we ain't in the time of traveling and shit like that. Especially getting on a goddamn plane. Be somewhere stranded, man. You know, why you should, hey, if you can't make it in the car, you shouldn't be going across the pond and shit like that, man. Because if you can't, you gonna be stuck somewhere where, But that's pretty much the point, Hey, we in those times, and things are gonna keep intensifying. You got power still out over there in Texas for a lot of people. We still at the beginning of hurricane season, the strongest storm ever, the earliest ever to hit or the form has formed. Hey man, hey, things could get very. The president down there got assassinated, supposedly. You know, which I believe that was like, you know, it. I ain't gonna say that was quite a distraction, but that was to move towards martial law, more oppression. That's what that was for. More surveillance, more crackdown and on different things. You know, you got Biden talking about dropping out of the presidential candidate. You got Agenda 2025. How Trump saying all this um oppressive shit he getting ready to bring upon the earth. Oh, it's finna go down. It ain't no man. This is not a game. We ain't been. The Lord ain't had us out here start with with Abba on down. You know, to the seven on down to our apostles and elders on down to us younger brothers all these years teaching this word for nothing, man. The men of the Lord who are pushing the truth and truth and sincerity, not for filthy lucre, not for filthy lucre or clout, so to speak, of vainglory, you know, because they truly believe in the Lord and they want the Lord to reign. We've been warning the earth all this time, heralding the king, and nobody taking heed to the message. And I'm gonna speak for the apostles and elders of GMS first and foremost because those are my teachers, those are my heads. Going on almost 40 years, man. You know, we here, man. This place is getting ready to crumble, man. The heathen rulership, Esau, Edom ruling the earth, and the last heathen to rule. Hey, this is it. We here. This place ain't got enough. Esau not finna pity pat around with you niggas for another 20 years, man. It ain't gonna be another false flag event like 9/11, and then we 24 years later. No, man. Hell nah. That nigga finna make a move with this one. Oh, they just say Biden caught the C-19. Don't be surprised if they come out with a new, release some new deadly pestilence on you niggas, man. On you people. Not just niggas, but the people of the earth. This the time we in, man. Close with Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and I'm going to start at 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, speaking of Yahushua, the disciples came unto him who were ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And that's not the Lord's name. The Lord's name is Yahushua, man. The Savior who died on the cross. His name is Yahushua. He's deliverer. He's Savior. It say, and as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world? It say, and Yahushua, who the word English called Jesus, answered and said unto them that Salaki. And Yahushua answered them and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or Christ, the anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we hear the wars and rumors of wars. And another thing, speaking on Trump's assassination, an article came out about Iran planning to assassinate Trump. Because Trump was in office when they killed their General Soleimani. And, you Americans been killing an awful lot of top generals and shit of those Iranians. The president somehow popped up dead. Come on, man. These nations gonna get their lick back. But that's all controlled opposition, so to speak. Why? Because they want terrorist attacks and shit. Look, that's gonna lead to martial law, man. More surveillance. They want these things. They want the chaos. They want war. They want all hell to break loose on every level. That's why they got deep underground military bases, space shelters, retreats, and shit like that. So when they go down, they can run into them with their private militaries and be good. That's why they doing this, man. Verse 7, it say, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we are entering into the beginning of sorrows, man. And things are not going to get better. They're going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until the baby is born. And that baby is going to be that Yahushua, Lord coming back on earth, man. In great anger and fury. And when the Lord return, crack them clouds, the missiles going to be simultaneously hitting, man. It's going to be like, a great entrance, wrestlers, the fireworks go off. Lord gonna be right there with the fireworks going off, gathering his elect, delivering us from sudden death. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, when this edifying, I want to end to give an honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule web, and great example to his young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom. Kwame Yasha Allah, Baba.